Hi, Redaktiv here, and time for episode 24 of Almost 8. Hello. Welcome. I'm sitting at my desk. I have planned today's episode and I have written everything down in my lectern book. So let's take a look at what we are going to do today. Episode 24, we are going to do some Powah. We need more power, and we are going to dig deep into the power mod. I have some cages over at my wizardry tower, and we are take a look at what we're going to put in them. Also, I'm planning to start Botania, and we will take a look at the preparation for that, and we will also take a look at extending our flux network working with Powah. So that's everything for today. First, I will go into the mystical house and take a look at what we have. When it comes to power, our essence that I've planted are growing and produce some nice essence. I'm going to craft what I can get from them. I think I have enough inside already at my base to create the things I want to create, but it's nice to create what we can, and I'm absolutely stupid. That's the way I'm going to click, and then we are going to click, should click over there. I'm not going to do the nitro crystal. It needs an nether star, and I have a lot of them already. So not night. I feel like my mine colony is going to get raided soon, so I have to keep a look at my if I get the message, then I have to run over there and help them like that. Okay, Powah. I've prepared some stuff for today, and when it comes to power, I have upgraded the power room. It looks like this now. I have one energizing orb. I have 9 of the basic energizing rods. I have some hardened cables running through everything. I have a hardened energy cell over here, and I've got a spirited magmator. The magmator runs on lava, so I connected it to my lava ender tank. And this thing is laser IO, laser nodes, and I use them to automate the energy orb. They work like this. Each side got 9 spots, and you place a card into one spot and you tell it what to do. This card is set to extract, so it will extract stuff from this barrel because it's below, and it's connected to this laser node, and this laser node got an insert, so this laser node inserts stuff into the orb. I have a counting filter in here because I only want one item at a time in the orb. So I will add 1 diamond, 1 emerald, or 1 snowball. If I add all of these 3 to the barrel over here, it will put 1 of each. inside the orb and nothing will work. So I have to do one thing at a time. These two are for getting Powah things, and this is for energizing snowballs. We will take a look at what we're going to use that for later. I also got an extract card. It's set so it extracts, and it's got a filter card in it, so it extracts these from the energizing orb. And on the downside I got an insert card that puts these three things into the barrel below. So that's the way it works. I'm going to set up a new recipe so I can show you how to. We are going to make some dry ice, and dry ice comes from blue ice. So first let's add a couple of blue ice to the thing to get one dry ice. So we can set the filter. Okay, we are going to put one blue ice in here. No, not right click, left click. Two blue ice make one dry ice. So I increase this to 2 by left clicking it. For right click, it take decrease, right left click increase. Shift left click increase by 12, and control left click increase by 64. But I only want 2. And then we want to go into the extract card and say you can extract the dry ice. And we want to go to the downside and say that you can insert dry ice into the chest down below. So if I place the blue ice in here, like that, it places 2 blue ice in there. It creates dry ice, the dry ice get removed, and another 2 blue ice get inserted. And I get the dry ice down here. That's nice. That one can wait. The second thing I want to do is increase my controller, the energy for my system refined storage. I need more energy because I want to expand it using the wireless thing, and I want to maybe get into some autocrafting. So I want to put some more powerful energy behind here. And this is Robot. Robot is a robot. Robot from Mechanism. You can change the name of Robot. So if you want to be the one naming Robot, please put a comment down below, like to say on the professional YouTube videos. So put your comment down below, and next time we will name Robot something nice. This is a charge pad where Robot charged. I have pushed him to the left because he makes a horrible sound when he stands on charge pad. So Robot has to stay beside of it. So I have removed the heat generators from the top of it, and I will place something from Powah instead. And I have made some thermal generator placing tier. These will produce 200 Fe per tick, 5 give me 1000 Fe per tick. That will be enough for now. For them to run, you need some sort of heat block, lava or magma block below. Lava gives you 100%. Magma block only gives you 80% maybe of the generated power. You need water, so I have crafted some evil craft eternal water blocks. I need some cables, and I need some things to keep the lava in place. So I will set up the first one to show you. I'm using the glass trapdoors for this, because everything else is made out of glass. Then I take a lava bucket and place it down below there. So now we have lava, and we are going to place the thermal generator on top of the lava, but I place the internal water block behind, and then shift click the thermal generator in place. And now it starts to generate power. So I'm going to connect all of them. And we're connecting the cables like that, and put in the last glass block, and all of the thermal generators are connected and they are producing power. So now we have a lot of more power for our refined storage system, and it's all passive. We put that back, and let's see if our dry ice is ready. It is. So now we got a stack of dry ice. And what do we need dry ice for? Well, I want to make more flux networks, because we're going to need more power for this, and we're going to need more power for that. And I made a flux plug. And this flux plug I'm going to add to the magmator here. If I can place it on top. No, I have a lamp up there. So we place it to the side like that. We are going to do a new network. This network is going to be called Lava Power, or Lava Network maybe. And we make it public and push OK. And I can choose which network this plug is connected to, so I will choose the Lava Network. I can choose the main power, because we're going to change the name on that for that one. That's going to be the sun and wind network. So the lava network, we take a look at this. We only got this flux plug and this the magmator. This one can produce quite a lot. It's got a max of 8,000 FE per tick, but I can't really push it because my generation of lava isn't that quick using the cauldrons. If I want to, I can add some sort of pump in the nether, but I don't want to. I'm going to use the lava network to power the machines here. So this one is going to be hooked up on the lava networks instead. I'm going to use the sun and wind to power my mechanism or processing wall and some of the other smaller networks. And I want a big generator of power. And we're going to use Powah to create a reactor. That's going to be its own flux network. So to create a reactor, we can go in here and take a look at Powah. The reactor blocks are the one with a colorful trim down here. And we start with the starter one. We need 36 of the reactor blocks to get started. So we will need 9 dielectric dielectric casings, and we need more of the, it is tiny, yes, it's tiny capacitors. So we need 9, we need 36 of the tiny. So we need a lot of these, and we're going to use them later on, so we can make a lot of them to start up with. And I needed 36 of these tiny, like so. And then we can make, yeah, I should be able to shift click. Don't want to make more than I'm going to use. To create the reactor, you choose a place. I have dug out the space down here. So I will create the reactor on this 3x3 space. I can right click the block in the middle, and then it builds itself. This is so nice. And when it's done, whoa, we got the reactor. And the reactor got some import-output ports, and this is the interior of it. The reactor needs water, and it needs the uranium as a fuel. When it burns the uranium, it produces heat, so we need the water to cool it. And we can use a dry coolant, like dry ice is the best one. We can add coal or wood or something like that to increase the efficiency of the usage of the uranium. And we can add some redstone to increase the speed. Both the coal and the redstone will increase the heat. The best thing with the Powah Reactor, it can't explode. That's a nice thing. But you get different efficiency from it depending on if it's cooled or if it got coal and redstone and so on. This is the first starter tier. We are not going to settle for that one, so I break it, and then I get all the 26 blocks back. We are going to upgrade it. So we are going to upgrade the reactor, and the first step is upgrading it to basic. Then we need the basic capacitor. That's the large one. I've got 6 of those. We need, let's see, we need 4. We're going to do it's 9 times. 4 of the starter one produce 4 of the basic one, so it's a 1-to-1 upgrade. So we're going to need 36 of these too. So let's left click a lot until we get to 36 like that. And we throw the starter ones into the inventory, and we should be able to upgrade to 36 basic one. Now we have a generation of 1000 FE per tick, top. Not sure that we can get that high. It depends on the efficiency of everything, but 1K is max. We want to upgrade it to hardened, and then we need the hardened capacitors. We get 1 basic into 2 hardened, so we only need 18 of the basic capacitors this time. Like that, and then we would be able to create the 36 hardened capacitors, and then we can create 36 hardened blocks. Now we're at 2.5K. We are going for blazing, so we need another 18 basic capacitors. So we need a lot of more basics. Let's see, 18, like that. And then we can go into and make the blazing ones. Oh, I ran out of the dielectric paste. We produce some more of that. And we try again. That's a harder one. That's the blazing. And we get the 36 of those. And we now got 36 blazing. The next here is niotic. And niotic and spirited is 1 basic capacitor to 1. It's a lot higher. We need a lot more to produce them. So let's see if I can get to 36. Yes. And I hope I got enough. Yes, we did. So we got 36 niotic ones, and then we can produce 36 niotic reactor blocks. Now we're at 25K Fe per tick. Next here is spirited. So we are going to produce more. We need another stack, maybe some more. I hope that will be enough for the last 2 steps. So let's produce 36 of these. Like so, and then we go to the spirited one, and we got 5 because we got no dielectric paste again. And now we got 36 of that one, and we got 36 spirited. Now we're at 100K Fa per tick. And we're going for the last tier, the nitro. So we're going to create 36 basic capacitors again. And I was wrong, we only had for 26 of them. So let's make some more. $36. Now we can make the nitro one. I already had a couple of them, no? Yeah, I had a couple of extra. And then I can create 36 nitro reactor blocks. And now we're at the top, and we are going to produce max 250K Fe per tick. What we need to get this running is we need some uran. It's hard to pronounce. Uraninite. Uranite. Well, we got some of that, and we also need not break that block because we aim for the edge of it. We need a block of redstone and we need a block of coal. Like that. This is everything. Now I have to use my linking tool to add the redstone drawer again. We also need some cables, but we will do that later. It will fill up the internal buffer first. So we use the reactor blocks and right click and it will build itself. Like that, we now got the nitro reactor. And we can add the redstone, the coal, and the dry ice. We need to add eternal. We need to get some water. And we're going to add that to, well, this input, I think, would be good. See if that's working. Yeah, we got water. So now we have everything. We got coolant, we got the blocks, and we place the granite, and it starts producing, and we are generating 242 and dropping. And it's dropping because these blocks are not at 64. But we have already generated over 150 million FE. Nice. I would like to store this energy so we can get a bigger buffer. And to do that, I have prepared some energy cubes. 4 of them. And I have also made some upgrade card. We don't need a basic one, I think, because these are basic already. But I'm going to place them over here. We get 4 energy cubes. We are going to output to the top. So it fills from the top down. Like that. So this one should be empty now. Later we will be able to get power from here. Maybe that's the power output, I'm not sure. This will be its own flux network for when we need a lot of power, a big punch. We are going to upgrade the cubes. First, we upgrade them to advanced, then we upgrade them to elite, and after that we upgrade them to ultimate. Doing so, we get storage capacity of, if we hover over it, 102 million FE. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 400 million FE in the batteries, and we got 500 million FE over here. There are higher tiers of the cubes. Maybe I will add them instead sometimes. But this is now my reactor setup. And we can access everything. I'm going to extend the refined storage network, and we're going to put the things that we need in here. The coal, the redstone, the dry ice, and so on. And a urine. We need to produce some more dry ice. So now we have done almost everything you can do in the Powah mod. We haven't done a fernator, that's just a basic one that burns stuff. We made a magmator, we have made a thermal generator, and we made a reactor. I'm going to try to make some solar panel, but they are extremely expensive to make. The highest tier, the nitro one, requires 2,000 of the photoelectric paints to be made, over 2,000, and each of these required 4 lapis, so you need over 8,000 lapis to produce one top gear solar panel, and it only generates 2,000 Fe per tick. But I'm going to make some still, maybe not the top tier, but some middle tier, and I will add it to the sun and wind network. I need to put in a little bit more power because when I run everything here, power can't keep up. So that was the Powah mod. Now we have a couple of things to do. We have the essence of dying. Last episode we tried to get the essence in a few different ways, and it didn't work. I tried the spawners, and I goofed a lot. I tried adding a skeleton and a zombie spawner instead of the Enderman and creeper spawner. I accidentally put the spawners into the trash can because I'm stupid and I didn't remove the trash can before I broke them and everything. So there are no trash can behind here anymore. Later on, I did the same thing with the blaze spawner, so I have no blaze spawner. So I removed the trash can from over here too, and I added a barrel. So I let it run for some time. This is what I generated before I removed all the armor and stuff that I didn't want to. We got a lot of skulls and heads. We got a lot of bones. But I didn't get a single essence of undeath. And I'm going to empty this one using an ordinary hopper into the ender chest. I got the same setup over here now. I'm going to color that one black, but I have to empty it first. So that didn't work. But what did work was running around in the world killing stuff randomly. I got one from killing some mobs at night. And the second one I got from taking the zombie spawner. The AI is turned off, so the mobs just stand there when they are spawned. So I placed the spawner in my big empty room in here, put a lever on it, turn it on, and then I killed the things that it spawned. And that worked. I got a second essence of undeath. So now we can craft a couple of new graves. I would like one of those, but I don't have any white marble. Do I have any? Okay, I don't have that much black marble either. So let's create some white marble. So we can create that one. And I would like to get one one of those maybe. So we're going to place the new graves over at the graveyard, and we're going to pray because it's time for that. It's the middle of the day. It's the mod pack has been updated. It's now 1.10, I think, 1.0.10. Some things have changed. The bug where you only get silent gear while flex plant when you're using bone meal is gone. Now you can get, at least you can get the yellow and the red poppy and dandelions. So that's nice. Another problem is that the silent gear matlock, I can't produce farmland with it anymore. That's a new bug. Silent gear fixed one and produced a second one. Good work. So this is the graveyard. I think we will place a second row down here. Like that. Great. And we are going to pray at the grave to get a knowledge of death. Yay! This time I didn't get any special things. Before I've got some enchantments. I got copper sight and one time I got a following mob that followed me and fight for me. Do you have anything nice? Yeah, you got the coral blocks. I need the coral blocks. I haven't had time to go search for the coral blocks. So if I got the chance, I buy them. When we get all 4 of them, we can produce seeds for them and make them in mystical agriculture. Oh, we got one over here too. Do you have anything? No. That's a nice sword. That's a cage. We're going to put something in it. To end this episode, we are going to use the charged snowball from Powah. And we're going to use them on some villagers. I have got some villagers from over there. I also make them hanky-panky, so I got some more. Here we got a villager. I think he will try to run to the village. We are going to use a snowball on him. Because doing that, we will get a werewolvian. And that's the mod I will put up there. So let's look at the werewolvian. Very nice. And we take the other villager and we throw a snowball at him. And we got a second werewolvian. It's hard to throw the snowball when you got that increased reach. Because they try to negotiate with you. Can you throw one on that one? Oh, that will make him just burn. Very nice. You can run into the water, stupid thing. No, you didn't want to do that. Let's turn out the fire. And the charged snowball creates thunder. It's almost full moon, or is past, I'm not sure. But we are going to add the werewolf to this place, like that. When it's full moon, he will transfer into a werewolf. And I thought that would be nice to have in my cages. Like that. Okay, let's go back. We're going to test something first. We're going to test what's happened when I approach this. He doesn't like me. Yeah. I kind of smell. That's correct. The preparation for Botania. I have placed some hoppers producing stuff. It's wood and some other blocks down here with a barrel, so we can produce a lot. The other layers are just the hopper with the internal. The carrot is full at the moment. I'm producing some food, so I can get my food that I want to. I have some sushi. It's from seagrass and some rice and some fish. I've got some cucumber salad. That's from spinach, cucumber, lettuce. And I got some nice tea. I like tea. The tea is a little bit hard to craft because you need a water bucket. And I got some wine because it's, well, always Friday in Minecraft. And that's made from grapes. So I got some new foods. And I got an open door. That's no good if I get mobs trying to get in here. I'm going to place the transformation flower down here so we can get the stone and the wood. And I'm going to add all the 16 Botania flowers here. I haven't found all of them yet, so I think we have to take care of that in the next episode, but I have found some of them. I think I've got enough to do what I want. So into next episode, we are going to start with Botania. And maybe something else. I'm not sure. But we have done some power today. We got the increased power in our system. So now I can extend this over to the mystical agriculture house, and I can extend this to on top of the reactor, and I can extend this wherever I want to. But I haven't. Maybe I can extend this to the Botania house too. I've got 64 discs. I made 2 of them, and I used the 316 I had with an disc. The disc manipulator, and so I could put the 16 discs in here, and it put the content into the system and empty them, and then I could use them to craft another 64 disc. I have to upgrade the flower chest a couple of times. It's now diamond, and the seed is also diamond. I don't think I showed you this the last time. I've got my pickup. No, it's in the empty room. The slime I hear. Got my pickup backpack, and when I right click it on this chest, it will empty all of its content into here and it put it into the system. You can't right click the ender chests. And I got a new backpack that's called tools, because I got too many tools. I put some of them into a second backpack. This is the laser IO branch. It's very good looking. I got some more villagers. Let's put them into my chest with mobs. And then we can put the snowballs in there, and we can put the joinkers down here. Well, that will be everything for today. We have started Powah, and we made a reactor, and we have made a robot, and you can name it. Write in the comments what you want the robot to be named. I want a new mob because Ziggy Stardust, this is number 4, is very fond of the axolotls and want to... I don't know what will happen if I open up the trapdoor. Probably he will go down and die, and I will need to go and fetch number 5. And Winter Lady likes to hump this leg. Well, that's everything. So goodbye and take care. Bye. Nice. Before we end this episode, we got the full moon. So let's fly over and take a look at if we got a werewolf. And yes, we got a werewolf. Nice. You can stand here and take a look at the werewolf. Kind of angry. Bye, werewolf, and bye, viewer. Let's see you in the next episode. Take care.